I have a question for the love doctor. Dear Dr. Paul, I need advice. I have been watching your dating advice videos and just wanted to ask you a question. This person has very good taste, by the way, watching Dr. Paul's relationship videos. Firstly, I know I'm a jealous person. I'm okay with that. I moved in with my girlfriend and her parents 2 months ago. Oh, boy. We have spent every day with each other, but I feel when she is with her friends, she just seems to leave me out and talk to them. I'm going to comment on that right now. The danger of that to her is that her girlfriends are going to see that happening. Then guess what? You become fair game to them, because when they see that, they're thinking, oh, she doesn't really care about him. I'm going to take him away from her. I hope she sees this video. I hope she sees this and understands what she's doing to herself. You don't have to be jealous there. You have to feel a little bit sorry for her because she knows not what she's doing. The other day, there was a great get-together at her house because her sister invited friends over, and the whole night she kept looking at these two guys, oop, that's different, and talking to them while I was sitting next to her, and she never looked at me once. When I did ask her a question, she would answer very short and go back to paying attention to those guys. Ask yourself this question. What would Dr. Paul do? Okay, we should go WWDPD. What would Dr. Paul do, right? Dr. Paul would play fire with fire. What would Dr. Paul do? Always ask yourself that question. Well, here's what Dr. Paul would do. He would start flirting with two other girls. Wow, that wouldn't go down so good, would it? And do exactly the same thing that she is doing and make sure she knows. And you laugh loudly so she knows. Hey, aren't these ladies great? Wow, I'll bet she stops talking to the two guys, doesn't she? Always fight fire with fire. What would Dr. Paul do? Hey, look, you play the game, you pay the price, right? I asked her why she did that, and she said she is doing nothing wrong. She is fed up with me telling her what to do. Another scenario is today. Her sister and her friend wanted to go clubbing tonight, but I begged and cried, her to not go out because I feel so insecure for almost 2 hours. I cried in front of her friend and family. Okay, you can't do that. Right now, it's done. She's lost respect for you. You've got to man up. You can't do that. I understand what you do and how you feel. Stop it. Stop it right now. You fight fire with fire. You don't do that. Because where is she? She really has you in a position where you have no way to turn. If you did that, you're only going to get contempt, not even sympathy. So don't ever let them see you sweat, let alone cry. All right? So she asked me to come with her, but I don't like clubbing, so I told her how I felt about her going and that I was insecure, but then she ended up going with them to the nightclub. Now I'm stuck here looking for relationship advice. I am at this very moment waiting for her to come back from clubbing. I just need your advice on how I can improve myself in my relationship, in jealousy and insecurity, and how I can make my relationship a lot better and happier. Thank you for reading this. Move on. You need to move on. You have to not do that. If she said, you go clubbing with us, go clubbing with her. Do it. Oh, fine. I think that's a great idea. And look hot. I mean, you wear the black outfit and the open chest. You know how it goes. Gold chains. Look cool. Look like a player, although you may not be. Look like a player. And go out. And if she's with some of her friends and she happens to dance with somebody else, you do the same thing. Dance with her friends. That will really cool her off. And then you're going to divide and conquer. All of a sudden, she's going to not trust her friends. You've made your point. But if you sit there and cry, hey, listen, you laugh, the world laughs with you. You cry, you'll cry alone. Remember that, okay? I appreciate your following up and listening to Dr. Paul and the videotapes, etc. I need to have you do this. I need to have you get hold of it. You can turn this situation around. You got to be strong. You got to remember Dr. Tough Love and just say, what would Dr. Paul do? Make her want you so badly that she can't help herself. You're jealous, make her jealous. I know there are going to be a lot of people email me on this. Aren't they, Mike? Yeah. You get their emails first. You can read them, okay?
Yes, I'm the first line of defense.
You're in the trenches, my man. So these people are going to say, how could you possibly say that, Dr. Paul? Why would you tell somebody that? Because if the shoe fits, wear it. Somehow those trite expressions have an impact, but it's true. If this woman's doing that to you, do it to her. See how she likes it. Turn it around. That's what psychology is all about. How would you feel about this? Oh, well, I hadn't thought about that. Well, you think about it. No, it doesn't work. Justice. I had a laugh. We had an attorney on. He said, do you know why justice is blindfolded? And I said, no, why is that? Because she doesn't want to look at all the attorneys in the room. I said, well, that makes sense to me. That having been said, I will say this. You need to balance this thing out. Forget about the crying. And what you say after the fact, say, you know what? I decided that's not going to work for me. Look her right in the eye. You want to go out? Let's go out. I want to go clubbing. Tell her you want to go out clubbing. I want to take her to a place you want to go to. Bring your friends with you. I want you to bring your friends. And you all go out. And they're buying my drinks. You're all buying my drinks. Take the initiative. Okay? Wow. What happened to him? He took some power pills? Wow. Well, that's not you. I don't like you that way. Yes, she does. All of a sudden, she respects you that way. She may not like you, but she'll respect you. And then, when she dances with somebody else, which it sounds like she's going to do, you dance with one of her friends and really pour it on. Dance like you are just ready to see this woman in the next 5 minutes in your bedroom. And let her pick up on that. She's going to hate her girlfriend, and she's going to respect you. And her girlfriend's going to play up to you because, oh, he's available. That's right. That's how it works. It's funny how things are. When you're a kid, remember, you're playing with a toy and your brother or your cousin or whatever wants that toy. You didn't want that toy before until you started playing with it, right? Suddenly, when he wants it, it's a different story, right? So that's the way it works. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, if you ever want an example of that, I'll bring my 2 little boys in. We can sit down there right at the table with you, and I'll give one person one toy. You ought to see the way they go.
Right, so. Exactly, and that's exactly what's happening. And in many ways, this person is not grown up yet. There has to be an adult in the room someplace. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Oh, I can't wait to get the emails on that one. Ooh. I know they're going to be relationship experts. I had contacted one to be a guest, and she doesn't agree with me. Well, it's all right. You don't have to agree with me if you're going to be on. In order to get men, you have to give them a hard time. Yeah, well, let me tell you. And I said this to her. I said, while your people are giving their men a hard time, their men are going to be out looking for something else. Ooh, trust me, that's the way it works. Why bother? Going to a break right now. This is Dr. Paul. We'll be right back after these messages.